My name is Claire, and this is the story of the day I stopped being a wife and became the woman my husband never saw coming. It started 3 months ago, a gut feeling. That quiet, suffocating whisper in your chest that tells you something isn't right. Mark, my husband of 8 years, had started coming home late. At first, it was traffic. Then it was work deadlines. Then it became, "Don't wait up, Gabe." And I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to believe I was paranoid, insecure, crazy even, because that's what he made me feel whenever I asked questions. "Claire, you're overthinking again. Claire, can you stop being so dramatic?" So I stopped asking, but I didn't stop watching. He always said I was too emotional. That's funny because those emotions are exactly what saved me. Noticed he changed his cologne, started dressing better, started taking calls outside. One night, while he was in the shower, I looked through his phone. It was locked, of course, but I knew his password. His mother's birthday, and there it was, Melissa, his secretary, the woman he said was basically his little sister at work. My heart stopped. Messages, photos, late-night emojis, the kind of inside jokes only lovers share, and my hands, they shook so hard I could barely breathe. But I didn't cry. Not this time, because I realized something. If I cried, he'd win. If I screamed, he'd twist it back on me. No, I needed to be calm. I needed to be smart. The next morning, I told him I was going on a girls' trip to Napa. He smiled, kissed me goodbye, told me to have fun. I smiled back, and inside I was already gone. But before I left, I placed 3 small cameras, one in the kitchen, one in the living room, and one in the garage. He always parked his car there when he came home late. I bought them online. Easy setup, hidden in plain sight, and then I left, except I didn't really leave. I checked into a small motel about 20 minutes away. For 2 days, I watched nothing happen. He came home alone, ate, slept, almost made me feel guilty. Almost. But on the 3rd night, my screen came alive. Around 8:47 p.m., the garage door opened, his car pulled in, and then another figure stepped out of the passenger side. Long hair. Tight skirt, Melissa. I froze. It's strange. When your heart breaks, it doesn't sound like shattering glass. It's quiet, like air leaving your lungs, like dying silently while your body keeps breathing. Watch them laugh. She touched his arm. He kissed her, neck in our garage, next to the bike he bought me on our 5th anniversary, next to the boxes labeled Christmas memories, and I just sat there, motionless, recording everything. When it was done, I didn't pack a single bag. I didn't cry or call my friends. I just drove home at 6 a.m. I walked into the house like nothing had happened. The smell of their perfume still lingered. He came downstairs half awake. "Claire? You're back early." I smiled. Yeah, the trip wasn't what I expected. He didn't suspect a thing. For the next 48 hours, I acted perfectly normal. Made him breakfast, asked about work, kissed him goodnight. While, inside, I was memorizing every lie that came out of his mouth. Then came Sunday, family Zoom night, his parents, his sister, even his niece from college. They always adored me, and I adored them too. So I joined the call early. Set up my laptop perfectly in front of me. Mark sat beside me, smiling like the devoted husband he pretended to be. "Everyone here?" his mom asked. I smiled. "Oh yes, everyone's here. In fact, I have something to show you all." I clicked share screen and played the footage. Silence. At first, confusion, then gasps. His mother covered her mouth. His sister screamed. And Mark, he just froze. His face turned white. "Claire, please, stop this." But I didn't. I let every second play. The laughter, the kisses, the betrayal. When it ended, no one said a word. You could hear the faint static of microphones and distant sobs. Mark's father finally spoke. "Son, what have you done?" Mark started crying, real tears. Not the kind that fix anything. "Claire, please. We can talk about this privately." And that's when I laughed. Not a loud laugh, a quiet, broken laugh that had been waiting to escape for years. "Privately? You lost that privilege when you brought someone else into our home." I looked at the screen, at his family. "I'm sorry you all had to see this, but I think the truth belongs to everyone." And then I ended the call. Mark fell to his knees. He grabbed my hands, sobbing. "Claire, please don't do this. I made a mistake." I looked down at him, and for the first time I felt nothing, no rage, no heartbreak, just peace. "You didn't make a mistake, Mark. You made a choice, and so have I." I walked upstairs, packed one suitcase, my clothes, my grandmother's ring, my journals, left the rest. As I closed the door behind me, he begged, literally begged on the floor. I didn't turn around. Because if you look back, they win. It's been 3 months since that day. The divorce is almost finalized. Melissa? She left him 2 weeks after the video went viral. Apparently his company found out too. He's unemployed now, living with his parents. Do I feel sorry for him? No, because sorrow belongs to the woman I used to be, the one who begged for honesty, the one who believed love meant forgiving everything. That woman is gone. Now, I don't chase explanations. I don't wait for apologies that never come. I've learned that peace doesn't come from fixing what broke you. It comes from walking away while the pieces still fall. Sometimes, I still remember his laugh, the way he used to say my name, and for a second, it hurts. But then I remember that night, the garage, the lies, and I remind myself, I didn't lose him. He lost me. Because a woman who finds her strength after betrayal is a woman you'll never break again. So if you're listening to this, and you've been betrayed, don't let the pain turn you into someone bitter. Let it turn you into someone powerful. Because someday, they'll cry, and you'll smile. Just like I did, he begged. I smiled, and I never looked back.